Hello. So today I'm gonna make this. I made this the other day and I filmed myself doing it and then lost half of the recording because I didn't hit record after my recording software crashed. So we're gonna do this again. This is the little killer whale Tilikum. I crocheted him. And I did make a few mistakes on this one, one of them being, that. But so I'm gonna do him over. I also wanted to make him a little bit bigger. So we're gonna do that. I got black yarn, white yarn. I have felt scraps for his eyes and cheeks. I didn't put pink chinks on that one, so I'm going to do that on this one. And crochet needle. This yarn is, let me see, it's medium and it recommends a 5.5 millimeter hook. This is a 5.5 millimeter, so we gonna start. Small Tilikum will watch us the whole time. He'll just be sitting right here. Okay, so let's pull out some yarn. I don't. How do I explain this? I don't really go by any particular pattern. I don't really count. I just kind of eyeball it, and somehow it works. So I'm just gonna continue to do that this time. So I'm gonna start with, I guess they call it a magic circle in crochet terms. Oops, messed that up. Here, let me do that again so y'all can see, because I messed it up a little. So, twist it over like that. Go under the first one, over the second one, and twist. Okay. And we're gonna do single crochets. I think I do 6 of these before I join it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Then we're gonna pull this. I hope y'all can see sufficiently enough. I remember when I did this the other day, I had to turn on the lamp because you can't really see the stitches on the black yarn, but the lamp would make it blinding with the white yarn, so it was kind of a lose-lose situation. So I hope y'all can see well enough. So I'm gonna go and slip stitch into this last one. There we go. Slip and slip. Slip! There we go. So I'm also going to go through the middle. You can't really see, but there's a hole there. I'm going to go through the middle there and do single crochets. So I think like 6 or 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do one more because it's not joined. It's not even all the way around, you know what I mean? So 8. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm gonna go and like usually people slip stitch into these after they do the magic circle, but I find a lot of the time it's easier for me to just do a single crochet because I've noticed after the work is done, when you do slip stitches after each round, there's a line that shows up. Whereas I've noticed when you just do a single crochet and you have a marker, which I use a pin as a marker, you'll see it in a minute, it's like seamless. So I'm going to do a single crochet. Okay, and that's the start of our next round. Okay, so I'm not going to put the marker in yet because I can kind of see where I'm starting here. And I'm going to double crochet, not double crochet, I'm going to increase. I'm going to increase in every stitch here. Okay, so we're making it bigger. So that's 1, 2, that's in 1 stitch. 1, 2 in the next one. I'll try to aim it to where y'all can see here. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. almost... Oh, actually I am back around where I started. Okay, good. So there's that. Again, I don't really count how many stitches I'm doing here. I just kind of eyeball it. So since we're at the start, this is where I'll get my little... I need to actually get an actual marker, but for the moment I've just been using, well, for the moment I've been using it ever since I started learning to crochet like years ago. I just use a pin, a sewing pin. Okay, so the second, is this the, no, this was the first. I'll count this one as the first. I don't really count the center one. You can count the center if you want. I'm sorry if that's confusing. This will be the first round. So the second round, I will increase every other stitch. So we're going to skip this one. That's a single crochet. And then we'll go to the next one and do 2. So increase here. And then do a single in the next one. Increase in the next one. 1, 2. The pin is poking out a bit, so let me pull it back. Okay. And then that was 2, so single, and then 1, 2, single, and double, single, double, cat hair. Oops. I hate when that happens. Okay. Almost around, so single, double. A lot more yarn. I need one of those fancy yarn bowls that it's just a bowl and it has like a little loop on the one side of it to where it feeds you yarn without you having to pull on the roll like this. Excuse me, skein. Okay, so that was a single, I believe. Is that a single? Yeah, that's a single. Okay, so double. Next one. Single. And since I have 1 stitch left until I get back around to where I was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do singles in these next 2 and then double in the third. So single, single, double, single, single, double. See what I mean? So single, single, double, single, I lost it. Also, there's cat hair. Okay, single. That was a double. Yeah. Okay, so there's double, single, single, and double. So we're getting back around to it again. So this will be what, round 3. So with this one, like I said, I eyeball this. You can do it the professional way and count if you like, but you can do it however you like. So with the, yeah, this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was the 3rd row. So the 4th row, I'm going to skip cat hair for 1. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to be sure, because I don't want to increase too much, because then you'll end up with wrinkles and you'll end up with something that's too big. So just to be safe, just peace of mind, I'm going to do single, 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 double. Okay? So every 4th stitch is a double. So 1, 2. I said I'm not counting, and I'm counting. 3, 4, and then double. You'll start to see this kind of angled shape here. You'll start to see that everywhere there's an increase. I kind of like that. So that's increase there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, wait, did I do that right? Oh, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one has the increase. Okay, so increase on this one. I've made a few of these whales before, not exactly like Tilikum here, but I've made, I have a lot of narwhals. I make so many of them. But Tilikum is a first of his kind, that's actually a whale, an actual whale, killer whale. I think I will do, since I'm making this a little bit bigger, I think I will do another round where I increase. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm back at the start, I'm already going to start the next round. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will be single crochet, and then the fifth will be an increase. Okay, so that's what we got so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this will be the increase. Fifth will be the increase. Okay, and then 1, 5, which is the increase, and that lands right on the pin. So we'll start another round after I grab more yarn and after I untangle it. So I think this is round 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that was round 5. So the 6th one, what we will do is we will increase again. I think this will be the last round of increases, because I wanted to make him a little bigger, and he looks like he will be a little bit bigger. Like, it doesn't look like it now, because once I do just the solid round of cat hair, once I do the solid round of single crochets, it gets a little bit bigger. So I'm kind of, again, eyeballing it. So this is 6th row, and I'm going to do an increase on every 6th knot. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that will be the increase. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 6, and that almost lands on the end of the round, so I'll just start the next round here. So this is what we have so far. This is definitely going to be bigger than Little Tilikum here. Here is where we will start just doing single crochet all the way around. No increases, okay? We're just single crocheting all around. So, okay. So, made a complete round in single crochet. Let me pull that out a little bit more. Okay. So you'll see how it's starting to like curve up and make a bowl shape. That's what we want. So from here on, we're just going to do single crochet, and I can't remember how many rows I did it. I just eyeball it, and when it looks good, that's when I start changing, you know, to decreases. So, let's see. So again, from here, we're just going to, I forget what row this is. I think this is row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 7. So again, from here on, we're just going to do single crochets all around. Okay, so that's another row of single crochets, so we're gonna keep going for a few rows with single crochet. Okay, so see, we're having our little bowl take shape. So I'm just gonna flip around here and continue. See, he's a lot bigger than other Tilikum, than smaller Tilly. Awesome. Okay. Continuing. See, it's starting to take shape. How exciting. Okay. By the way, I just want to point out that I bought these. This is like a set of crochet hooks. I absolutely love them. I just got them for cheap off of Amazon, and they come in a bunch of different sizes. See? So they're really, really pretty. Before, what I used to do is I used to just use this And this, I don't know what size it is. It just says size K. But this was way too big for a lot of my yarn, so I would end up with holes in the finished work, and it bothered me. So I actually splurged and got these. This was also given to me, so it was like the only hook I had. So no matter what type of yarn I was using, small or big, it was always this that I used. So now that I have the right size, it's exciting because you see I don't have holes. Isn't that great? Okay. I'm sorry that's so close. Let me see. See? Can you see any holes anywhere? Can you see the stuffing inside of it? I can't. Okay. Continuing. That was just a side note. Don't mind me. So, it's probably gonna unfold back opposite again, but that's fine. It just does naturally what it does. Okay, we've done like maybe 3 rows. We're still not there yet, but I wanted to flip it and see how it's looking. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay. Get out some more yarn, and we'll do like maybe 3 or 4 more rows. Methinks. Yeah. Maybe 3 or 4 more. At this point, I don't know how this is going to look on y'all's end. I hope you can still technically see what I'm doing. But I wanted to flip it over and face me, so... Oh, also, we're going to move this and scoot it up. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So, continuing right along, ignore that. That's our knot from where we started. Won't see that after it's done. So, continuing. We're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. So, I'd say maybe... actually, I might be able to start increase or decreasing here. Actually, no. No. Wait. That's right. That's right. I didn't decrease with this one. I'm trying to remember. Like, usually with my narwhals, I will, like, decrease maybe 1 or 2 and then put their bottom part on. But with this one, I remember I did not decrease with him. I just made him the size that I thought I wanted him to be. Which he's looking like maybe 1 more row will do it. And then I can start making his white belly. Okay, so yeah, let's do one more row. Okay, so I think that is a big enough Tilikum. I think. Let's see. Let me actually count how many I had, so, which I never do again. So let's see, this is 1, oh not this under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we're a little bit bigger. So yeah, I think we can start making his little white belly. So what I'll do with this is I'm going to use the black to tie into the white. So I'm going to leave like a pretty long tail. Just to make sure I have extra, or I have more than enough to sew him in, okay? So we'll cut it at like right there. That's probably way too much, but again, better safe than sorry. And then I'm going to tie it off. Here, I'll slip stitch it so it's... Sometimes I slip stitch it, sometimes I don't, so I'll slip it this time. Slip and slip, and then just take one more knot and then pull it through. Pull it through without getting tangled, preferably. Okay. There, it is tied off. Now we're going to take the sewing needle out because I'm going to use that to mark on the white one. So there it is. Now, from this point on, I'll probably have to turn the light off because... So we're going to set this aside. So we have our main body. Again, we're starting with the magic circle here. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we will slip stitch into here. Slip, slip. Okay, and then we'll start going to the center. I think it was 8 I did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty. So, and then I just single crocheted and tighten it. Okay. So, there's our start. Now, let's remember this round was all increases. It'll be like the further up rounds where I'll forget exactly what I did. Okay, so just all increases. So 1. Okay, and that is about where we start. I'll do one more. Okay. So, that's about where we started. So, get our trusty pin. Mark it. Ooh, with the white, I can't really see where I started. I can kind of see it, but it's hard to see. Like, if I was just, you know, scooting along, I would have missed it. Okay, so from here, it's skip 1, increase. Skip 1, increase. Okay? So, this is a single, and then increase. Single, increase. Okay, since we're back at the start, this will be my last increase on this round. Here, I can't remember what I did on the 3rd row. I think I just... No, it was on this one that I skipped through. So from here, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, increase. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, increase. Like that. Okay, since we're basically at the start here, I'm going to do what I did last time. You see how we're starting to get the little points? I mean, you can kind of see. Kind of. Okay. So, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that 4th will be an increase. Okay? That's the increase. Okay? So, we are almost to the next round. Let me see, where was I? That's an increase, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's bad. That was the 4th one that I just undid there. Yeah. Okay, so from here, since the beginning is right here, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5th one will be the increase. Okay. So from here, don't think it's nowhere near big enough yet. I think we have like 2 more rows and we can do it. If I remember correctly, I only increased up to maybe the row after this. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 rows. I think I stopped increase on the 7th row. I cannot remember. This is where it would be handy to like write stuff down, but I just can't be arsed. So let's see. We're gonna do it on the 6th one now is gonna be an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be the increase. Increase. So I think we will do. Let me see how big this is. I know it's not big enough yet. Yeah, we got like we got a little bit to go. So we will do. I believe I did stop at 7. Now that I think about it, so we'll do 1 more row of increase, and then it'll be all single crochet after that. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be the increase. Okay. Okay, since I'm at the start, I will go ahead and not increase on this last one. The increase would be right here if I were to continue. But since I think I have sufficient increases on this row, again, I'm eyeballing it here, I will just go ahead and do all the single crochets all around. So this is going to be, I think, the 8th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this will be the 8th row that we're doing just single crochet. Okay, and then after this, that should be big enough to sew onto his body. Okay, so there we go. So I'm pretty sure that's big enough now. Yeah, it's perfect. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to tie this, I'm going to knot this off. I don't think we need a big tail because we're using the black to sew in, so we don't need a big tail for the white. Oh, let me do the thing. The slip stitch. So slip and slip. There we go. Okay, so take our pin out and we're going to set this aside with his main body. We are going to work on his tail fin, his dorsal, and his little flippers. We're going to make these a little bit bigger than I did on previous Tilikum. We're going to make them just a tad bigger. So we'll start with the tail fin. Okay, so what I did was, I think I went to 5 last time, so this time I'll go to 6 for his tail fin. So we're just doing a straight line here. This is a knot, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 7. A little bit bigger. 7. See that? Okay. So what we're going to do now, oops. What we're going to do now is we're going to skip this last one, and we're going to go into the other one. But we're going to do a double, I'm pretty sure it's called a double crochet. We're going to grab some, skip that last one, and go into the next one. We're going to go in, grab some again, come out once, grab some again, come out of the next 2, grab some again, come out of the next 2. I hope I explained that easy. So I'll do it again. So grab some, go into the same hole, grab some again, 2, 2. We're going to do that like 7 times. So this is 3, 7. Oops, I forgot to grab some. I'm just on a roll here. Okay, grab some, go in, come out, 2, 2. Okay. So that is 7 that we did there. So I think I'll add another. So go to 8. Like I said, I think I did 7 on the smaller Tilikum, so I want to do 8 on this one. Okay, so since we have, you see how we have like a little, like half moon shape? What we're going to do is straighten this out for one. Okay. And we're going to slip stitch into the next knot. I don't know if y'all can see that. It'll be this knot here. Okay? Just slip stitch in there. Slip. Slip. Okay? And then I'm going to single crochet into the next one. Okay? And then I will do double crochet again in the next one. So we did 8, right? 8. There we go. And we have that one left. That one left here. We're going to slip stitch in that. Okay. Slip. Oops, I slipped too much. Try that again. Slip and that would be a single crochet, not doing that, and slip. Okay. So let me grab it again to knot it off. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sew these together differently this time. I'm also gonna sew it in with the white, so the tail with the black doesn't need to be as long. There we go. This cute little tail fin. See that? So we'll do his dorsal. I just messed up, and I'm going to edit it out so nobody sees my mistakes, but I just messed up, and I made another tail fin. So we're going to do that again. So that's... My mind just flew away there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think... How big was his dorsal on the smaller one? So I'll do 6, because I think I stopped at 5 on the last one. Okay, so we're going to skip this one. We're going to do a double crochet in the next one. And we're gonna do, I'm gonna do maybe 9 or 10 double crochets in this. 10. That'll be the last one. Grab it. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna slip stitch into the last one here. So just slip, slip. Okay. And that will be his dorsal. What I'll do with the hole here is when I sew it onto the whale himself, I will go ahead and tighten this so that's not seen. Okay? Not this. And leave enough to sew it on him. Okay. So there's his dorsal. See? His little flippers. Knot it. And I think I will make his flippers the same size as his dorsal. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll keep it at 5 because I didn't use one of those knots, so we'll keep it at 5. Yeah. So we'll grab it, skip that last one, go to the next one. Yeah. Ah! Okay. That's 1. 10. Now, go through 2. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. Okay, and then slip stitch in the last one. Alright. Keep a little on for sewing. There we go, there's a dorsal. See that? Okay, set that aside. And, or not dorsal, that was a flipper, sorry. A side flipper. So one more, and then we will move on to the white yarn again and do the underside of the tail fin and the flippers. There's this other one. Hey. Flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. had to think. I was like, did I stop at 6? I don't remember. We're going with 7. Okay, grab some, skip that last one, go to the next one. You'll probably be able to see my double crochets a little bit easier on this. So let me go a little bit slower so you can actually look at it. Here, I'll do it again. That's 1. So I'm going to grab some, go into the same hole, grab some again, come out 1, grab some again, go through 2, grab some again, go through 3. I hope y'all saw that. I'll do it again slowly. Grab some, go through the same hole, come out 1, grab some again, come out 2, grab some again, come out 2. Okay? So that was 3 that we did. So I'm going to do, like, how many did I do? I think it was 8. So 8. There's one side. And we're going to slip stitch this through the next one here. Slip, slip. And do a single crochet in the next one. Okay, that's one side. Continuing right along, so we will go in, not this one because that's the one we single crocheted in, we'll go in the next one. Okay, so let's grab some, go in here, 1, 2, 2. Okay, that's 1. Okay, so we have 2 knots left, and that's fine. We're gonna skip the next one and slip stitch into that last one. Let me try to show you that again. Okay, we're gonna skip this one, go into that last one with a slip stitch. Okay. Slip, slip. Go it again so I can knot it. And this we will keep a little bit extra on because we're gonna sew with the white. Okay, and there's gonna be, that's the bottom of his tail fin. Okay, so we're gonna do his 2 flippers. So I believe it was 5 that I did with the flippers. 1, oh, that's a knot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then grab some, skip that last one, go to the next one. 1 to 2 and 2 and 10. Alright, so then now I'm going to slip stitch into the last one. Slip, slip, and slip again for the knot. We'll leave, again, a good amount of the white so we can sew it in there. Okay, see that? Now, like I said, when we sew them on, we will go ahead and sew together this gap here, so that won't show. This is our second one. So after this, I believe, yeah, we can start sewing everything together. Yay! Okay. 10. Alright, and then we're going to go into the last knot here with a slip stitch. Slip, slip, and another one to knot it off. And we're going to leave, like I said, a bunch of extra because we're going to sew it on with the white. Okay. There we go. There it is. There's the underside. I was in the middle of sewing this hole together, okay? I'm just kind of winging it here. This is not how I did it last time with the little Tilikum. Oops. Okay. I'm just gonna pull this tight and see what that does. I mean, it kind of works. Yeah, that'll work. See that? let me just knot that off, and that'll be that. I'm not going to cut it because this is what we're sewing with, like I said, so yeah, there we go. See? That's what we'll work with. See? Super. Okay, so since we did that, what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to sew this together is I'm not going to do it the way I did last time with smaller Tilikum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't know if this is a term, but I'm going to crochet this together. Crochet, sew it together. What I'm going to do, see, I have it held together, okay? I should probably pin it like I did. Make a little ice cream sandwich here. Okay, it's pinned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this first knot here. The first knot on the black. And grab, oh, my nose is just, and grab the white. Ah! The pin did not hold. It's fine. I'm going to grab that white and come through it again. See? Now we're going to go through the next one to do that same thing. And crochet. That might work. Okay, and one more. Man. Oh, come on. I know you can fit through there. There we go. And one more to slip stitch to tie it off. Yay! I mean, that looks... I'm going to sew in all these ends, so they're not going to... That looks nice. It doesn't look too bad at all. I'm sure it could have came out neater for anybody else, but I like it. It kind of looks a little bit better than, like I said, than what I had before. See, I just sewed them together before, and it ended up with this. However, this other side turned out fine. I'm not really sure how that happened, but we have that now, so. So there's one, and I'm going to sew it to the whale himself with the black. So I'm going to sew in all these other ends here. Keep this one to the side, and sew in all these others. And it's ready to be sewed on the whale. See? So we'll set this one aside. Okay. So that's two flippers. They're going to look like this. And let's do his tail fin. There's the underside of it. And the top. So again, I will sew up these holes first. Okay. Yeah, suppose you get away with doing either. Not a biggie. Not a biggie. Oh, I was about to cut it. I don't need to cut that because I'm sewing with it. Mind me. Okay, do the same with the black. Okay. There's that. Can't really see anything, even though I have the lamp on. There it is. Here's our two pieces. Where's my pin? Okay, I did take it out. Okay. Here's our two pieces. We're gonna crochet those together. Okay. There we go. Okay. There it is. I mean, it kind of looks a little iffy right there, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Let me take this pin out. I don't mind it. And see, if I were to straighten it out like I originally wanted. Oh, did I do that same thing I did last time? I did. Okay, that's fine because I can just stuff it in there. Last time I ended up with these weird loops, and I don't know where they even came from. But yeah, I was planning on straightening this out and sewing it to it like that, to where you can tell it's a flipper. But again, I'm sure you could probably just leave it like that too if you wanted. So let me sew in these ends. Okay. One more. So, there's our tail fin. There's the underside. There's the side that's going to be showing. Isn't it cute? Okay, set that aside. And our dorsal, yeah, that's our dorsal. Okay. I was going to think it was a flipper. No, it's dorsal. Our dorsal, all we really have to do is just kind of slim up this gap here, and it's ready to be sewn onto Tilikum. There we go. There's that. So let me sew in this one end here, and then we can use that other one to sew it to him. We are ready to sew these pieces to our whale. Well, actually, no, we're not. So I'll set this aside. We have all of our pieces here ready to be sewn. Forgot the most important part, which is we need to stuff him. Okay, now you can see the lamp a little bit. So I'm going to leave the black out because I haven't decided on which one I want to sew them together with. I'm not really sure. On the smaller one here, I did use the black to sew him together with. So I mean, I guess it's just preference. I mean, if you want a little bit of his white belly to show, you could use the white. If you want the white belly not to show as much, use the black. Up to you. Yeah, I'll use the black here because this is not enough white. So I did plan on the black. Okay, this is funny enough. This is how I make my little crocheted plants. It's the same way. See, it's almost the same design. I'm talking about the pot here with the dirt. It's the same thing. Cactus parts are completely different. Okay, so since we're not using the white, I'm going to just tuck it in there and sew it into place. So, get out the sewing needle again. Don't worry, I'm going to put it in frame here. So, let's start. I'm going to go in here first. Okay. Make sure that is tucked in as much as it can go so it's not visible. Okay, what I'm going to do at this point before I go all around and close it, I have a little bit of a gap here, and I'm going to add some more stuffing, just to make him a little bit more plump. Closing him up. Probably could have added a touch more stuffing, but it is perfectly fine. So let me give it one more knot just to make double sure. I like to do that just for peace of mind. I mean, I'm sure you don't need 2 knots. You don't need cat hair either. Okay. So let me go ahead and I'm going to sew in this black here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I don't know why, I did fine all the way around, and then at the end it looks like butt, but that's okay. That's where I'll put his fin, and it will hide it. So there's his body, so far. Oh. Let me see if I can lift up camera just a bit so you can see. Isn't he cute? Okay. So what we'll do is, that will be where I put his tail fin, which is right here. And remember, the white goes on the bottom. I keep forgetting that, and I know one day I'm going to make these and I'm going to put it on the wrong side. Okay, so we're just going to Put his tail fin there. Sew it on like that. And it'll be good. So again, it's right about here. Oh, come on. There we go. Put it in the end here. Trying to keep it in frame as best I can. As best to my ability. Okay. There's his little tail. So cute. And we're just gonna... That's what it looks like from the top. We're gonna make a knot and tie it. Tie it closed and sew it in. And there he be. He has the tail. Isn't that cute? Okay. So, now that he has his tail, we're gonna go to his side flippers. So let's pin it there. Okay. I'm trying real hard to keep this in frame so y'all can see. Do another knot just to make sure, and sew it into black. Oops, I lost it. Okay. Alrighty, there's that one. And sew it in. Okay. Here he is. So, here's his little flippers, his little tail fin. So, we're going to do his dorsal. Okay, so he's going to go right about there. And when I put it on, after I put it on, I will bend it down. So it will be bent like that because Tilikum has a bent dorsal, as I said. I put it right where I can tell the start of my magic circle was to make it to where it's as centered as I could possibly get it. Okay. There's his little fin. Cat hair everywhere. Ignore that. Ignore it. Doesn't exist. Okay. I have the light on, but I get the feeling y'all still can't see, but I'm doing my best here. Okay, let's knot it off here. Here he is. And we'll sew in the black. Okay. Okay. So there he is. His little dorsal. Let me bend it. Here he is. Next, we're gonna do his little whale spots. His killer whale spots. So, let me see if I can. sew on his little whale spot. This extra white piece there, I'll go ahead and sew in after this. Alright, let me tie this off. And sew it in. Have it come out the bottom, because that's where the white is, just in case there's a little remnant of it, it won't be seen. Okay. See? Is it the same distance? Yeah, it is. Okay. I was going to say, is it the same distance up from the bottom? And it is. Alright. So, let's go. Alright, tie it off. Okay. Sew it in. Okay. So, he's got his little whale spots. See? He's got his dorsal. He's got his tail. We have our tilly. We have our eyes. We have our sparkle. And we have our cheeks. See, there's the front of him. So, y'all can kind of see where I'm going to put his eyes. So we're going to kind of go like this. Like one there and one there. Kind of like this. They're not glued on, they're just placed there, so here. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Okay. Come on, hot glue, I need you. There we go. Oh, there's half of it. Half of it is on. Half of it is on. I'm going to cut this little bit off. That's just a piece of glue that stuck out when I glued it on. So there's one. Let's see if we can line up the other. Oh, don't go crooked, please. Please don't go crooked. I think I did it. Piece of glue. Okay. So, there's that.